Hi, and welcome to the monthly budget one tab tutorial. So, here, this one tab monthly budget is a simple monthly budget that actually has two tabs. So, it gives you two different options for a monthly budget, and we'll go through those now. So, let's go through the two different options that we have. So, we have our monthly budget one tab, which allows you to enter everything on the setup page. So, on the setup page, you'll enter all of your categories for your income, your fixed expenses, your savings amounts, your variable expenses, and your debts. For each of these buckets, you'll be able to enter your category or the source and the expected amount. So here under income, you have your paycheck week 1, paycheck week 3, and side hustle. There hasn't been anything entered for expected amount, but we're going to go and do that next. So the same for your fixed expenses. So really all you have to come here and do on this page is go to this monthly transaction log, enter your transaction log, and your actuals will automatically update in these buckets. So not everybody likes to do it like that. So we also have on your monthly budget 2 tab, where if you want to enter all of the information yourself here, you can do that. So you can enter your income source here, your expected amount, and then your actual amount here for your income as well. And then for your savings, you would enter each bucket as well. And then for your fixed expenses, variable expenses, and your debts, you'll enter your category and your expected amount. And then for the log, all of these transactions will automatically update based on what we enter in the log. On the monthly budget one tab, the log was for the income, savings, fixed expenses, variable expenses, and debts. On this tab, the monthly log is for only for the fixed expenses, variable expenses, and debts. And then you enter your category and expected amount for all of your expenses. And then for your income and your savings, you enter your category, your expected amount, and your actual. So it just depends on how you like to do it. So let's start with our monthly budget one. So if we come here to our setup page, you have your paycheck week 1, and you can enter, let's say we get paid $5,000 each week, each or biweekly. And then for side hustle, let's enter 2,000. So if we now come over here, we see our expected amounts have been updated. Categories are still the same. And if we want to enter any new categories, we just do it on this setup page. So here for savings and investment, let's just say mutual fund, and we want to put $500 towards our mutual fund. So if you go down to savings, you see that's been added here, but nothing for any of our actuals has been updated. So you can cross these out as paid as well. So let's now start to log our monthly transactions. So for our category of income, paycheck week 1, we want to say we received 5,000, just as we expected. And our full date will update automatically based off of what we enter as date paid. And then our fixed expenses for week 1, our mortgage, we received or we paid, let's say we overpaid a bit and we paid 2,600. And then for our variable expenses, for our groceries, we had some guests over and we actually spent $900 because we were entertaining and we wanted everything to be perfect. We overspent on our mortgage, which is fine because we, just put a little more towards it. But here you'll see where when you overspend, it shows you the amount that's been overspent. And this was $100. So it's just letting you know. And then here for your variable expenses, the reason why this is good is because you can see where you're over budget. So here we spent $900, but we only have $600 budgeted for the month. So we're now $300 over budget. Let's say we only spent $500. We would see that if I update this to 500, we see now under groceries, we only have $100 left to spend for the month. So we can come and do this week to week and see, okay, what do we have left to spend based on our budget, which is what I recommend. I like doing it week to week because then I know where I stand and I know what I have left to spend over each week, which is great. Okay. And so if you scroll to the bottom, you see this chart that shows you where most of your money goes. So most of our money looks like it's going to mortgage. We paid 2,600 for mortgage. Groceries is $500. Our credit card is 150. So based off of whatever you log, and I like to look at this at the end of the month, this helps me to know, okay, where have I overspent in my variable expenses? Where could I possibly cut down and eliminate some of these fixed expenses that I have? And how can I just get back on track or make the most of my money? And then also, if we look at our money overview here, we see our rollover balance, which I didn't really go over. If you want to roll something over from the previous month, you just enter it here. So let's say we had $1,000 left last month. So here, this is what you budgeted here under expected. So you have your rollover balance of 1,000, total income that we budgeted of $12,000, and fixed expenses was 3,200, variable 2,000, debts paid 500, and savings and investments 3,000. And total left to actually budget was 4,300, which is actually good because you could say, okay, maybe I can just take the rest of that $4,300 and put it towards savings. And then over here, you see what you actually have spent. And then up here, it just gives you a summary of everything. So you see your total left, your total income, your total expenses, and your savings and investments. So based off of income and then your expenses here, you'll this total left is calculated. And then also you have your charts which show your total income versus expenses, and then your actuals will be broken down. So how much did you spend on your debts versus your variables versus your fixed expenses? And then your variable expenses are broken down based off of what you actually spent. So right now we've only logged something for our groceries, but as we update these logs, for our gas and our weekend fund and weekday eating out, that will update here as well. Okay, I hope you loved it. Please like and comment if you have any questions and subscribe for more like this. Thanks. Bye.